Good morning. It has been a wet. I'm just putting my little stand on so I can attempt to talk to you guys a bit easier. I should have turned my camera off before I done this. There we go. Our poll that's coming out soon, hopefully. Little man woke up with a sore tummy this morning, so I was like, I won't take him. And then with the wild weather, I was like, I won't take little Mr. Daycare, I'll keep her at home. So we're mumming at home today. He seems okay. He just every now and then he's like, my tummy hurts. And he's the type of kid that he loves school. He loves seeing his friends at school. So I do believe him when he says he has a sore tummy. So we're taking it easy today. Just gonna rest. iPads, we might do some like reading eggs or some school like homework activity things just to help stimulate his brain a little bit. It's too wet to go outside. It is miserable. We actually had a really bad night's sleep. He was up a little bit throughout the night and he did say he had sore tummy last night. I'm trying to block that light where my head is. And then the wind. Where we are, the wind was howling through, and we did flood a little bit in the February event. So we were downstairs last night like preparing and barricading extra. Our building work is supposed to start in 2 weeks. There has been some delays due to the weather, but I can't wait to get it done so it just clears up. Oh, it's really bad twinge there. Oh. Yes, I hope the weather clears up so we can just get it closed in because we are getting quite wet downstairs. Groceries. Now, I don't know my actual spendings. Let me just see if I can quickly log in to my Coles. I love when things are paperless, but I've also learnt along the way. Now my camera is flashing at me because it's going to go flat. So let me change my battery. I'm gonna come back and hopefully share with you the price I paid for groceries this week. And I'm gonna tell you how much I saved because it was a lot. All right, I'm back. Let me charge that battery because I'm vlogging for the next few days. You're gonna get a video. Oh my gosh. I think she wants to go down. She's like, is it worth, look, my dirty. She's like, is it worth it or not? I should just stay inside. It's really crap. Well, it's actually not raining at the moment, but she's itching, I think, to go downstairs. Anyway, let's get on to groceries. I just worked out the costings for this week and I saved over $95. Lots of good food. I spent $228.35. Well over budget, but you've seen in another video, I literally went to the half price section at Coles this week and everything I wanted was in my favor. So I was like, we're doing it, we're stocking up. And they had a discount code, spend $2.50, get $20 off. So I was like, well, great half price sales. Let's just add that up. Whenever there's a discount code, I buy toilet paper. It's like my little rule I have. When there's a discount code, get the toilet paper. It's free. It's free. It's a weird theory I have in my head, but it seems to work every single time. So I got my toilet paper this week. I got our milk. I did not need that much milk. I think because when our coffee machine broke, I used to have like a really milky, frothy coffee. Now I'm just having instant. Instead of having like milk, I'm having like milk. I've got 1.5 of these sitting in my fridge still, so I probably didn't need to buy 2 of them, but anyway, we did. Roast pork this week. This is probably one of the cheaper pieces of meat at the moment at $9 a kilo. I bought corned beef a couple of weeks ago, loved it. It was delicious for dinner, but it was about $14. And corned beef, like sausages, used to be a really, really cheap piece of meat to purchase and cook, and you could do it so many different ways, but they're getting quite expensive. As is everything, but I just thought I'd buy some pork this week, and I'm gonna do a roast pork. Not tonight because tonight is movie night in our family, but I'm thinking tomorrow. We did have plans for the weekend that unfortunately had to get cancelled due to the weather. So I'm going to do a roast pork, try and get some nice crackling. And then for the following night, this is what my mum used to do when we were little. The leftover pork, make a gravy, soak the meat cut into strips in the gravy, and then have like mashed potatoes, the leftover veggies, and it's just a really yummy dinner to have. So I will easily get 2 dinners out of this. This is a large piece here. This is 2.2, almost 3 kilos. So I can easily do a dinner one night, dinner the next night, and then we can probably do like pork sandwiches, pork and applesauce sandwiches. Given the weather too, it's nice and cool at the moment. So that roast pork's going to do me really, really well. These were half price this week, so I did grab them. They're a really handy dinner. I do have the air fryer now, and I can put these in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. And dinner is done. And in that 15 minutes, I peel potatoes, I get the veggies from my fridge, cook them up, and we have a dinner ready to go. Same with this here. This was not half price, but it was a cheaper price point this week. So it's Latina Fresh Pastas. This is not the sauce I ordered. They gave me a substitute, which is totally fine, but I usually get the pasta and a sauce, and then I add extra things to it. So I add fresh tomatoes, I add in some zucchini, onions, squash is really nice with it, and then just beef the sauce up so you get more nutrients. I think even in this one here you can see they've got mushrooms added into it. So we were doing one of those that one night this week, and there's usually leftovers. It says it cooks, serves 4 people. We've got like 3 people in our home, 2 little ones and 2 adults. So there's usually leftovers for lunch the next day, or if I put enough veggies into it and beef it up, we can usually get 2 dinners out of it. If I serve it with like some garlic bread, just to fill our bellies, I can get 2 dinners. So potentially 2 dinners and potentially 2 dinners there. My kids loved snow peas last week, so I grabbed them again, and beans were a good price point, so I did grab those there. We have had frozen beans in the past, but I just find my kids like these when they're a little bit on the undercooked side, more crunchy. And I did try the Brussels sprouts. I bought frozen Brussels sprouts because they were like a crazily cheap price point. We literally had them the other night. The Brussels sprouts, I didn't like how they cooked. I think because they hold a lot of water when they defrost, they're a bit on the soggier side. So I ended up kind of like frying them with some capsicum and onion, and we ended up having like these veggie bowls with rice. That's the leftovers of it there, and we had chicken put through it. So it was quite nice, but as a Brussels sprout like steamed, how sometimes I like to cook it, it didn't quite work. So frozen veggies can be cheaper and more convenient. I prefer more of the crunchier beans. I think when it comes to peas and corn, perfect. Or even that mixture, if you're going to do like a fried rice or something, you know, those bags, this is what we get for our dog, but we have it too, is just the mixed veggies where you get like the corn cut up, little bits of broccoli and that sort of thing. It's perfect. Broccoli and cauliflower frozen for us is totally fine. Just some things maybe we're a bit picky on, I don't know. Fresh broccoli and our usual fruit and veg. Now I mentioned last week with the cost of these sort of things getting right up there. So I've gotten blueberries this week and strawberries. Blueberries are not as expensive as blackberries. I had mandarins, much cheaper price point, and pears, much cheaper price point than our usual red apples, green apples, and kiwi fruit. Bananas are like our weekend after school snack, just in regards to opening them. Sometimes they're a little bit hard or not easy for little man, so we try and keep them for after school or a weekend snack. The grapes still taste really, really, really yum, so I grabbed another bag of grapes. And there was there any more fruit? I think that might be it. And then I've just got my usual 2 cucumbers, onion, zucchini, and these were the cheapest potatoes again. I'm almost out of the potatoes I purchased last week. We go through a lot of potatoes. We get a lot of carbs in this house. So I might do like some sweet potato mash, or I might do like the roasted sweet potato with the roast pork this week. I don't have any pumpkin. Pumpkin was very expensive this week. Just is. And some spinach. I forgot to mention my usual cream I purchased, and they did not have my usual Coles brand spread. They gave me a substitute, but I don't pay for this one here. This one here is more expensive. They gave me the price of the Coles one that I was purchasing. if that makes sense. Eggs, because I'm doing a bit of cooking lately. So that's pretty much my fresh produce section. I then went to the half price section at Coles and I'm like, hit me. Get me to the $250. I want my $20 off. And how much can I save? 90% of the stuff you see here, I purchase throughout the month. None of this is like buy 10 bags of chips and chocolates and lollies and all these other things. I'm very, very reasonable and I have a very good thought process when I'm purchasing items I need. I know what I'm getting low on. I actually hung these boards up the other day and I was going to go to Officeworks yesterday to get the pens. I'm very particular on the pens. I like, there's a really good fine tip pen and I lost mine when we moved. I don't know where they ended up going, but the weather was so bad yesterday. I said to my daughter, I went to drop myself at school, we're going straight home because Officeworks was outside. I'm like, I'm not, we were soaked. I'm not running through the rain. So I'm not really meal planning yet, but I'm sharing my meals with you and what stock I'm low on. I'm checking my cupboards regularly. So you guys would know that my grocery list on my board here, so I do my dinners here. I mean, you can lay this out however you want, but I do my dinners here, the monthly planner, and then my grocery. My grocery list here is either things we need. We need toothpaste, we're out. We need to pick up fruit because there's family coming over this weekend. But this grocery list for me tends to focus on things I'm getting low on. And then I check that grocery list every week. And then when I do my shopping, if it's on sale or a good price point, I will purchase it and cross it off the list. If it's not, because it's low in my stock, I can go another week without having to buy something, and then maybe the next week it's on sale. So that extra $2 or $3 about smart shopping and doing my stockpiling, that is kind of how my process works. When something gets low, I'll wait till it goes on sale and then I'll purchase it. So my grocery list focuses on when my stock is low. That's my kids. I've got them watching their iPads. They're doing good. My stock is low. So for example, I bought so many Vitabrits when they were half price the last time I'd done a massive shop like this. And we've been out for about 10 days. I got an empty container. So my kids have been living off of porridge in the morning for breakfast or honey on toast. Now these were on sale. So I've grabbed 2 of them. I've actually set myself a challenge because my son goes through like 6 or 8 of these for breakfast every day. We do mix breakfast up a little bit. Like we'll have like eggs on toast, oats, Vitabrits, sometimes Nutri-Grain, but that hasn't been on sale for quite a while. I'm going to try some different brands. I'm going to try the Coles cheaper Wheat Bix brand and just see from a price point and a quality what they're like. So I got those 2 that'll get me through for a little bit. Ideally, if I was going to go back and purchase the brand over and over again, I would have bought more because I'm completely out. So technically on that board, although I've just purchased these, I should be writing up here that I'm low in stock, because for me, that is very low in stock. So the next time they come up on sale, I'm like, oh, their priority, I need to grab them. I hope that makes sense. I grabbed some more quick oats because I am doing a lot of porridge. We're going to do some banana, blueberry and oat muffins. We're going to potentially make some of our own flour. When we get low on flour at the shops, you can just blitz this up in like a NutriBullet and make your own flour out of it. I did grab a bag of flour. I should have grabbed 2 of them because I have been doing a bit of baking and I am getting a bit low. It's been boring baking, so I haven't shared it. Like the kids wanted to make plain muffins, pancakes for Mother's Day. So we've been just going through the flour quite quickly. I am doing more cooking videos with some more snack prep ideas and that sort of thing. So I should have grabbed 2 of them. These were half price. I stocked up. My kids are loving them. I literally stocked up where I don't need to purchase them for quite some time. A few of you had commented, hey, do you notice the half price sales are like rare now on some of the products? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So these were half price. I stocked up. These have not been half price for months. For months and months. I had them on sale, but not half price. So then when they went on half price and like stock up on them, I definitely think there's a change in their cycle and how they're doing their sale items. All right, where was I up to? I had children to deal with. Coffee. So coffee machine died. I'm refusing to buy a coffee machine until we get some more things sorted in the house, because we want to get a really good quality proper barista style coffee machine. So I've just gone for an instant coffee again. The one I had last time I really liked. I'm just trying different things. I reckon this is a coffee jar you see in every office kitchen. So I think everyone has tried this. I've just grabbed it because I think it was the cheapest price point. I'm like, yeah, let's just give it a go and see how we go. So I grabbed it. That's my coffee for the next however long it takes me. I have had no coffee this morning, but I'm not gonna lie. I did buy some Red Bulls. We've got some reno work that we are doing ourselves, some DIYs we're doing ourselves. On the drive home, I had a Red Bull because I was very lethargic this morning and I just needed a really quick pick-me-up. So Red Bull was my choice of drink this morning, but I will be having a coffee later today. Taco shells. I usually buy the Coles brand taco shells, but they're out of stock. They gave me the old El Paso ones. I only buy the shells because, as you guys know, I will buy, you're not going to see it in here, I usually buy my own taco seasoning. This is still left over from my Costco haul from last year. And I buy my own sauce to put with it. It works out so much cheaper than buying the kits. So I just buy the taco shells. Woolworths do their own brand, Coles do their own brand, or you can buy the old El Paso ones, whichever takes your fancy. We're gonna have these one night this week because I do have the fresh produce for it, and I do have some mints in my freezer that I discovered. There she goes. That's a piece of, I think that's like 500 grams or a kilo of mints. So we'll be doing some tacos one night this week. I'll just see how the weather and the kids are feeling for tacos. So I've grabbed that. Cat food was on sale. We have a cat. I've kind of given up on making my own cat food. The ingredients I needed, and I thought this was going to work out a lot cheaper, but it was like chicken livers and all the bits of a piece. I'm trying to word this really nicely. The ingredients needed, I thought, were a lot more expensive than what I was thinking. So chicken livers or chicken hearts and that kind of thing were actually a lot more expensive. And believe it or not, this actually works out a lot cheaper when it's on sale. And our cat loves this brand. I've tried a bunch of other brands and he kind of turns his nose up to it. He loves the Whiskers brand. So I was like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And it's a really cheap price point. Saves me cooking more, so I'll do it. For our dog, she definitely is on the older side and has a very sensitive tummy. So making her food bland and removing a bunch of ingredients and keeping it bland for her works best for us. So that's what I'm doing there. Dry shampoo was half price this week, so I grabbed 2 large bottles of this one here. I used to use corn flour, cornstarch. There's a few other flours you can use as like a dry shampoo. My hair is a bit darker now and I'm finding that this dry shampoo actually spreads through my hair a bit more even than the corn flour. I know people have said you can use like cocoa powder and that kind of thing. These were a really cheap price point. It was very easy and convenient for me to spray into my hair, so I have grabbed that, but there are cheaper options if you want a dry shampoo. From a convenience point of view, I have grabbed some custard powder. I know how to make custard. I usually make my own. I think I have a video on making custard. These are a little cinchy pouch that you actually like make ice blocks in, but we just put our egg yolks into them. So I do make my own custard from time to time. This is just super convenient. I think it's basically just the powder and the milk. Yeah, so you add the milk and the custard powder mixture together and you make your custard. So it's a lot more convenient, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not cheaper. Well, it depends on eggs, how much eggs are compared to making it. Anyway, I bought custard powder this week. I think these were like 2 for $4, 2 for $5. I grabbed them. We do movie night every Friday night, which usually means like a really fun dinner. It might be like tacos. Last week we had pizza, and then the kids will sit down. They might do like an ice cream or popcorn or chips, and we pick a movie, and it's usually a movie the kids haven't seen before or a good old classic or favorite of theirs, and we do a movie night. So we might have these tonight. I'll see how little man feels. We may not do movie night tonight. Now, deodorant, I think I mentioned this on here. I was using the aluminium free deodorants, and I was loving it for a very long time, for a few years, and then they just stopped working on me. I tried a different brand and it just didn't work. So I've gone back to I hate to say it, the full chemical deodorant, and it's working for me really well. These were half price, so I was like, well, this is the stuff that you are always going to use. Well, I hope we're always going to use deodorant. So I was like, I'll grab 2 of them. I've got 2 in the bathroom now. 2 more, they are 100% gonna get used, along with this stuff here. Now my husband does have sensitive skin, so the Sunkin range, they had half price off everything at Coles last week. So I got a shampoo and conditioner, and I found this here for the men. It's a facial cleanser, so I thought I'd grab that for him, like a face wash. So I grabbed those there. They were half price. These are usually, I think, around $18, $19 a bottle. So I got them half price. I was like, yes, I will take them. Along with my guilty pleasure, Red Bulls were half price. I was like, yes, I'll take those. And then just my usual stock standard, the tiny teddies for the kids, which we had to open on the way home because they saw them, and it was, you know what, they can have tiny teddies at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. We've been up since 5 with a sore tummy, and apparently the tiny teddies helped him, so we're just gonna roll with it. And bread, we definitely need 2 loaves of bread. Last week they only gave me 1 because they ran out, so I had to go to a bakery and get another loaf, and we ran out of that loaf as well. So we are a 2 loaf family because we do toast, we do sandwiches every day. You will actually notice I rarely buy crackers now, as in, do I even have any to show you? Like the corn thins and that kind of thing. We rarely buy those now. I think I'm pretty good for tea bags for a while too, FYI. We rarely buy those crackers now because we are well onto breads, which is great because my kids would only want crackers. They weren't very filling, whereas the bread is really filling. And this is just our absolute go-to bread. It toasts well, it grills well, it sandwiches well, it freezes well, it defrosts well, it keeps its nice shape. I can't complain about, well, I could complain about the price point and how it's gone up, and just the price point in general, but it's really, really good. I'm more than happy to buy this bread here. So it's a big grocery haul this week. There were some probably more expensive items, like the pork itself was $20. The milk actually comes in quite expensive. I got loads of half price things. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. We need shampoo and conditioner. We need deodorant. The kids love these. You see me buy things on the regular, but by shopping smart and using my discount codes at Coles this week, I almost saved $100. So my grocery bill coming in at like almost $230 would have been almost $330, which for me is far too expensive for a family of 4. So I shopped really, really smart this week. I'm just going to watch my spending the next couple of weeks to make sure we can bring it back down. I'm actually trying to work on a bit of a template. So it's so easy to be like, I spent big this week, I'll be careful next week. And then next week comes and you either forget or you don't remember, or another sale's on, and then you lose track of, am I in budget? Am I out of budget for the month, for the fortnight, for the week? So I'm playing on a little template. It's a printable one. It's just going to be free on my website, which I'm trying to work on and update. But it's a free template where you can print it going actual budget with your headings and then what you actually spent that week. And at the end of the month, we're a weekly budgeting family, but at the end of the month I can be like, oh, we were well over with groceries. We've got to pare it right back. So it gives me a couple of weeks to find my little routine and niche and bring it back down again. Or I might be like, we are well under budget. That is great. Keep going. Great job. Put that money into the savings, put it towards something else that we might have been over with that week. So I'm working on that. It's not a fast thing though, because the website I'm working on is really challenging. I'm doing it myself, and the template I want to do, I want to test first, so bear with me. But if you have purchased my budget planner, it'll be using those headings on there, if that makes sense. And then I'm thinking of doing like just a real simple one, things that you've spent throughout the week. It'll make sense when you see it, trust me. I've been running through the rain this morning, and so I'll slick my hair back and just get on with life. But that is the grocery haul this week. I hope you enjoyed. stay tuned. I'm doing daily vlogs for the next few days because I thought, why not? It's crap weather, it's wet weather, we need some entertainment while we're stuck indoors. The kids can play on your iPads and you can watch me on TV. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is what happens when I have a Red Bull at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting to bounce off the walls now, which means I've got energy and motivation to put this away. Next week, I promise you next week, I'm doing a video where we're gonna plan out that board. We're gonna get dinners, we're gonna get stock that we're low on, we're gonna get some ideas up, and we're gonna get organized in the kitchen again. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.